for this is scheduled for the 27th and 28th of January 2024. The venue would be the Geo World Center, BKC, Mumbai. The concept behind this entire program is to create a platform that celebrates the incredible community work being done in the lands of this country, a forum which facilitates meaningful conversations. We are looking at more than 150 people coming and giving speeches in this program and foster collaborations that will drive better management of grant giving and charity initiatives, both for the giver and the receiver. We expect about 30 to 40 corporates to participate in this Give Conclave and more than 15 to 20 foundations other than Lions Club International Foundation to be a part of this program. The idea is we want to create an environment where participants can engage in open and honest dialogues, share their insights, challenges, and best practices. Friends, by encouraging collaboration and knowledge exchange, we believe we can unlock the new solutions and approaches that will enhance the effectiveness of grant giving and charity work. Grant giving is by LCIF and the foundations. Charity work is by the alliance and the service projects of this country. As an opportunities for investment, you can showcase your project here. Every Lions project of this country, you can showcase it by taking a booth measuring about 9 square meters or multiples thereof. All the details are available on the website. The cost of the booth would be 9 square meter booth would be about 1,35,000 plus GST. Friends, visit this conclave, attend the various seminars and workshops to be held on site there. Your investment, you could take a single pass on 750 rupees a day or 1,000 rupees 2-day pass. When you enter, you will be given an equivalent amount of paper money which you could donate to any project you like. The Give Conclave will donate the amount collected as paper money, the real money, to individual projects. So the money you give as entry fee will actually go as a donation to all the Lions and other projects which are displayed there. Beyond this 750 and 1,000 rupees entry, there is a premium entry of rupees 10,000, which will include a 2-day pass, entry to the Lions Council of India Awards ceremony, a show at the Nita Ambani Cultural Center, and an exclusive dinner on 28th of January. Friends, all of us need to put our hands together. So let us all join hands, ignite conversations, empower one another, and pave the way for transformative change. Educate, enable, and empower a better India. Friends, another pan-India campaign I would like to just touch upon today. I'm sure most of you would have heard about this. It's the e-waste awareness campaign and collection drive. I have been nominated as the pan-India coordinator for this program this year. Last year, we just had a collection drive for 30 days. This year, based on the last year's experience, we have split this entire program into 2 months. 1 month would be a campaign, and the second one would be the collection drive. Friends, what Lions of India are doing is the world's largest e-waste awareness and collection drive. We want to name this Impact 2023. The awareness drive started on 15th October 2023 and will go on up to 14th November 2023. The collection drive would start on 15th November 2023 and go on up to 14th December 2023. E-waste is among the biggest challenges India faces, and every one of us is a potential source for e-waste. Friends, we create a large amount of e-waste every year. the amount expected to touch in the year by 2050 is phenomenal. What we expect out of this campaign? We want to create an awareness for 10 lakh people, including students, about the disaster and the problems of e-waste. The biggest challenge is not disposing this e-waste in the right way it should be done. So it has been requested to all the district governors and the coordinators nominated by the district governors to use only certified people to dispose of the e-waste. Last year, we started with a humble target of 10 metric tons, achieved 500 metric tons of e-waste collection, 100 tons, sorry. And this year, we have increased the target to 500 tons of metric ton of e-waste. The marketing outreach, as far as Lions International is concerned, we expect 20 lakh people to be impacted with facts about Lionism during this campaign. Friends, I request each one of you to participate in the e-waste awareness drive, e-waste collection drive, give conclave, and support Mission 1.5 in whatever way you want. The second Vice President, International President AP Singh, during the GATT conclave recently we had in Hyderabad, said that every leader, every facilitator is expected to play their role in Mission 1.5. And I'm confident with the motivation you guys have, I'm sure every one of you will be being part of this campaign, Mission 1.5. I wish you all the best and looking forward to more interaction with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PID Vamsidhar Babu Garu. I think you might have noticed the depth of his knowledge and also the vastness of the knowledge that he has. So he studies every subject very, very deeply and then comes with fresh ideas. To tell you one small incident that happened recently, I was accompanying Director Babu Rao to the International Board of Directors meeting, and coincidentally, Lion Babu Rao fills the gap vacated by Lion Vamsidhar Babu because he is a member of the leadership committee. And I overheard people saying the kind of contribution PID Vamsidhar Babu made by offering quite a lot of creative ideas to leadership development. So I was overwhelmed when I heard all that we are proud of having Lion Vamsidhar Babu as our PID and also as our chief guest today. Thank you very much, PID Vamsidhar Babu.
Thank you.
May I now invite Lion Sasikumar, one of the latest LCIPs to our team, to talk about the topic dealing with dissatisfied lions. I told you already, most of the topics that have been chosen for this series of presentations are related to soft skills and leadership skills, but some, maybe very, very few rather, relate to Lionism as well. Today's topic is one of them. And I think this is one topic that everybody certainly will be interested in. I think we have lots of dissatisfied lions around in every club. And then how to deal with them. This is not a very simple issue. And Lion Sashi will present us lots of different solutions. Perhaps looking forward to that. And maybe please listen to him and please contribute your ideas also during the question time. And you can raise your hand only if you have a question. Who is the Samsung SM? I don't know. Maybe if you drop your hand, it will be great. So please raise your virtual hand if you would like to ask a question. I cannot see your physical hand if you wave like this. So there is an option for you to go to the reactions there, and then the reactions button, there is an option for you to raise your hand. And if you raise that, I'll invite you to speak or ask your question or comment. So over to Lion Sasikumar.
Thank you, nagaRAJU Garu. First of all, I'd like to thank our director Vamsidhar Babu, who has given a powerful introductory speech and inaugural speech. By that, a few dissatisfied lines have become satisfied lines in this group now. By hearing his powerful words. They give everything. The knowledge he shared has given a boost to all the dissatisfied lines. A few dissatisfied lines in
yeah.
this group now. Before
Thank-
starting the speech, I am of the opinion that a few or one or two few lines will be will be dissatisfied. I hope. By that, I'd like to request the dissatisfied lines, or those who have come across the dissatisfied lion, to give the reasons for the dissatisfaction, for your dissatisfaction, or the reason for the dissatisfied lines who have met. If anyone can come out in the chat box, or if you raise the hands, I can allow a few people, one or two people, to get the reason for the dissatisfaction. Can anyone come out in the chat box, or if you raise your hands also, I can unmute you.
Yes, Shashi, in case you want, I can help you.
Please.
I answered that expectations not met is a reason. And then Manoj Kumar Purohit had said no activity in the club. And Ruchita had said not being involved. Alka Bhattacharya says very interesting. This about the chief guest address, I think. Then Marwa says ego problems are the main issue. And Ruchita again says ideas are not accepted and ego problems at club level. Mallikarjun says that. Non-engagement of the members, Renuka Kondapalli's answer. And Lion Sharma says, oh, he's given his number, I think, I'm sorry. Boring meetings, Prabhakar Reddy's answer. Long and lengthy boring meetings, Anand Kumari. And Kurup says vested interests. Alka Bhattacharya says ego. Jivanta Pereira says talents are not accepted. And Jaya Mohan says ego. Shashi Khurana says member engagement is absent. And politics also is a problem according to Shekhar Kawali. And Sugala says opportunity is not given to new members. They're not getting importance is Sanjeeva Reddy's answer. And Anand Kumari again says no interaction at meetings. And poor communication, Saman Leonge. There are many other answers.
Many other answers also. I hope we will be covering all this in the incoming session. I truly believe that if anything is left out, we can come out in the question and answer session. We can find out in the last part of the program. This is a quote by Bernard Shaw. A man to satisfy everyone is yet to born. Do everyone agree with this?
Yes.
Yes, many? You can show the reactions also. I'll be happy. Whenever you agree with this point, any of my points, you can show the reactions so that everyone will be taking care of that. Okay, let us see the session objectives. What is dissatisfaction? Why are lines dissatisfied? How to deal dissatisfied lines? How to retain the dissatisfied lines? First, we will see what is dissatisfaction, the meaning of dissatisfaction, and what is dissatisfaction exactly means. Each one of us, the dissatisfaction is not in the same point of view. Everyone has their own points for dissatisfaction. Everyone is not dissatisfied with the same point. Let us see whether what the other languages, how we spell the languages, spell in our languages. Dissatisfaction. What is dissatisfaction means? We got a lot of meanings in the English, but all together, put together, it is dissatisfaction is the only word. Discontent, discontentment, disappointment, disaffection, disapproval, unhappiness, grievance, displeasure, frustration, disregard, annoyance, irritation, anger, exasperation, resentment, restlessness, restiveness. If anyone finds a few words left out, also can come in the chat box.
So you have the whole thesaurus there.
Come with that. Even in the other language also we can see this. Atripti in Tamil, Asamtripti in Malayalam, Atriptya, Asatusati, Asantos in Hindi, Atripti, then Asamtri, Asantosha. Is any languages left? Is anyone? Can come on the chat box if your language is left. It all means that it is all dissatisfaction. But maybe the word may be different, the spell may be different, but the final final word is the dissatisfaction. Why lions are dissatisfied? Everyone is compassionate, but lagging in orientation on lionism for new members. Do you all agree that with that, we are lagging in orientation? Nowadays, I do feel that we are lagging in orientation. In many places, the many new members, when we bring in the new members, proper orientation is not made to them. We are not thought about the organization, the strength of the organization, or the strength of our leaders, or the strength of our clubs. There we lack in it. Then false commitments to bring in members on fellowship. We are just like that. There is worse than a politicians. Many people do false commitments. That also leads to at the end of the day, he finds that his commitments are not met. So he is dissatisfied with the lions. Not only the main criteria is exactly dissatisfied with the lion member. But what the message spread throughout the district or throughout the countries, they are dissatisfied with the lion's organization. There is a difference between a dissatisfaction with the lion and the dissatisfaction with the lion's organization. Once he goes out, he doesn't goes out with against the organization. He goes out with a personal problem with some other people. But at last the result is they spread the message spread over is he is dissatisfied with the organization. Then disrespecting, non-listening, and recognition. Disrespecting is the one thing. Many senior lions, more than they've served the club for more than 20 years, 25 years also, they have not been respected. Vice versa also, the senior members not respecting the younger generation also. Vice versa, it happens everywhere. Then non-listening. We are not listening to the senior members' experiences, or we are not taking count of the new member. In the modern era, only the sons and grandsons teach us the modern techniques. But the senior peoples at many places, they are not allowing him, or not taking their experiences, or they're not taking their experiences properly to say they are not recognizing, whether it is a vice versa, senior member versus new member, and new member versus experienced member. Then the not starting the meetings on time. That is punctuality. We are not bothered about the family members. The botheration for this meeting not starting on time is very much affected the family members. Those who are coming from a long way to attend the regular meetings or zone meetings or any meetings. The meeting is not ending on time, starting on time. That makes them frustrated, traveling a long way or something like that. Then partially having groups. This we have in all the clubs. Even though in all the clubs, at least 95% of the clubs partially having groups. If a few doctors should be meeting each other, so a few teachers, a few engineers sitting in chairs around the 4-5 chairs, occupying 4-5 chairs, they have started discussing their own subject. They're business people, but they're not giving very importance to the service projects or the club activities. So what happens is the other peoples are left out. If 25 are there, 5 into 5 groups are there. The 5 groups, especially there, they used to discuss their own subjects, but they've attended for a common cause as for the club meetings. But at times we find them discussing the other subjects, their own personal subjects, and that is no use for the clubs. In that case, in that person, that 5 into 5, either 2 or 3 people would have left out from all these groups. He feels very bad about it. He's not been recognized. That also makes him dissatisfied. Then leaders using stages for talking too much on politics, not on progressive service ideas. That we can find out. If we used to call a senior leader or a governor or a PDG or someone, they start the meeting with an introduction as in 1967 when I was the governor, I did this. When I was in a president, I did a camp in this. This history should be appreciated, but history doesn't need everywhere at any time. With the need of the hour, what is the need of the hour? The people are expecting need of the hour, what we should do now, what the society expects from us now. These are the things we are expecting in the club level. The new members are very much interested to do service in the realistic life. They don't want to hear the same boring history every time, the repeated history. That also makes them dissatisfied. Again, what we have meant is boring meetings. Nothing new to learn or disorganized meeting. This is because the boring meetings are nothing new to learn. Is the basic problem is the meetings are without agenda. If the meetings are conducted without agenda, this happens. Because when many of the meetings we can see the president, secretary, treasurer come sitting on the dais, then finalizing the agenda. Whom to speak, what is the secretary post, what is the treasurer's balance. That they don't do homework. That makes the frustration for the line members sitting below the dais, and they have got frustrated. That much also dissatisfied. They lose their prominence, or they lost the respect to the leaders. They don't respect the leaders because they're expecting something. The leader has to set an example for them. When they start discussing before the crowd, these people are restless. That leads to the disorganized meeting also. We cannot run this so first 1 by 1, 2, 3, or all of a sudden we will take from service activities, we'll go to financial activities. From financial activities, we to go to service activities. There is no continuity in these meetings. 1 or 2, we jump into the meetings, then no relevant subject is discussed. Then the next one is improper use of talents. We are not ready to know what the person knows. Even to be frank with you, where 25 member clubs means even they don't know the 25 members each other, what he's doing, where he's residing, or something like that. They used to come to the meetings, attend the meetings, just like that, they go away. That is the problem. We are not taken whether he's a doctor or an engineer, whether he's good or bad. We are not bothered about that. That makes the talent, we are not using the talents. That talents is wasted. Many people want to show their talents. They want to prove their talents, and they are achieving they want to achieve something, and they want to prove their skills in the public area, which we are not allowing, which we are not recognizing. With the club members are not recognizing that makes them dissatisfied. The talented person is dissatisfied, and he is also frustrated about it. The next one is politics at every level. That is everywhere, in the club level or district level, politics at every level. That is, we have to simplify, or we have to minimize the political level, because without politics, I don't think Ravan Lionism will survive or something like that. With politics, we have to minimize the politics. At least the leaders should avoid politics in the club level, or at least avoid speaking in the club level. Lack of trustworthiness, then again the false promises to the new member that we are going to do this without having a proper planning, just announcing the projects. We are going to do this and all. But the hiring this, he goes to tell that the others in the society that our club is going to do an eye camp or to build a school, something like that, without anything in stock. This also leads to, in a long range of time, he finds that we are not keeping up the commitment, and that also leads to the dissatisfaction. Then using people as stepping stones. We use all their names, fame, and we are not recognizing the person who we have used to our growth. This also make them, it feels that makes a person, we wound them personally. That is also a reason for that. No opportunity to grow for real service-minded people. They want to do service, but we are not recognizing. The thing is, why is we are giving a stereotyped service projects. We are not looking into the day-to-day affairs. We want to the real fact, the need of the hour. We are not taking care of the need of the hour. We are not taking the projects which is need of the hour or which is need to that society at that point of time. We are doing this stereotype, the same ICAM, same diabetic, same something. At some places, we have seen that 2 ICAMs in the same place within a month or two, getting a poor response like in that type of ICAMs also. Then poor leadership at club level. Once they become the leader, they feel that it is enough. He has become a leader. He doesn't want to do anything. After becoming a leader only, he has to do everything. But vice versa, he doesn't do anything. That makes the club level, the entire club members for a dissatisfaction. See again that no interesting projects with a vision, still feed the hunger, diabetic brochures, loss of faith. With the same subjects, repeated subjects, they all lose the faith in the organization, in that club. That affects the organization. Then again, the meeting issues only. Punctuality. We are not starting the meeting in the on time. This is because we know that very well that we can start the meeting by 8 o'clock only, but we print the invitation time as 7:30 or 7:15 or 7 o'clock. But we very well know that we will start the meeting by 8 o'clock only. This leads to the confusion. If once we want to start the meeting at 8 o'clock, we can print it as 8 o'clock or 8:30, something like that. This gives a false note, a wrong note to the person who is coming to the meeting. Meeting lacks engagement. This lack of engagement is also because of improper agenda, not giving the proper what we are going to discuss in the meeting or what is the purpose of the meeting also. Clicks within the club and district. This also runs everywhere. And mainly, since ours is a voluntary organization, voluntary service organization, we have joined here to do the service, but we lack in service. Rather than we are more concentrating on the administrative activities, meeting areas and all. We do feel that there is no service activities or less service activities. More people are ready to do the service. We are not using the service. That is the main problem for that also. So we have seen the reasons for the dissatisfaction. Now, I'd like to have a question like that. Why we should deal or take care or concern are the dissatisfied lines? Why we should take? As myself, I am Sasikumar, as a person, as an ordinary line member, as a co-line member, why do we want to take care about that dissatisfied line? Can anyone come out in the chat box or raise your virtual hand and tell the reason? Is there anything, nagaRAJU garu? No, please unmute. nagaRAJU garu, please unmute.
Yeah, there are lots of inputs. In fact, since you last started speaking, there are hundreds of inputs about the earlier question also. And about the latest question that you asked, there are people who say, Shekhar Kohli says, it's not taken care, leave the club. And Uttam Jha says, every member is important because they are the members of the World Flags family. And Neha says, one second, I'm sorry. Neha Prasad says the connect has to be there. And VP Marwa says one dissatisfied member creates a negative impact for LCI. I think this is quite interesting. So yes. one dissatisfied member is, it leaves a bad impact on the whole organization. Missed potential is what Adur says, and Bhargav Kumar says more members, more impact. And Mallikarjun says human resources and financial resources play a vital role in organization development. Naik says we concentrate on our main motto to serve. Then Anand Iyer says we either lose members or lose members. Good. Simply put. Then I think membership retention, and it will help us reach mission 1.5 easily. 317E says that. And somebody else says involve new members for service. Anand Kumari says the connect is lost and thus negative impact to the common public. Then Santamir says financial irregularities. Kovali again says if such a member leaves the club, he will do negative advertisement. Then financial irregularities, don't want to lose even one member. And give them respect and responsibility. They relate to the earlier question, I think. Then Neha Prasad again says autocratic behavior also leaves a negative impact. Language tone used at meetings, etc., leads to disruption. So there are quite a few
Yes.
other inputs also.
Thank you. Thank you for the inputs. Really, these are all the reasons. But why we should deal? Why we should deal? What is the benefit for the organization? Or what is the benefit for the Echo Line member? What is that? Before taking to deal with the dissatisfied lion, we should prepare to be a coach, and we want to delegate the work or something like that. That is the main thing. Before that, to dealing with the dissatisfied lion member is a challenging task. But it is important to remember that the goal is to resolve the issue and keep the member with the club retention. We should not consider him as a number. We should consider him as a member, a kith and kin, a friend, a mentor, something like that. When we consider him as a member, we will not allow any member to leave the club or leave the organization at any point of time. That leadership mantle, we have to take up the mantle. We have to act as a leader to keep the member strength and to keep the member active, to keep the club active. We have to act on it. That is the main goal, is to call that retention. We should not leave any member from our organization. What a Lion member expects? Regular board meetings. Before that, generally we speaking, he likes to take pride as a Lion, a member. He wants to make a difference in the society by joining the Lionism. He wants to work for the club goals. More, he wants to develop friendship. The man, he wants to have a sense of belonging in his club activities. These are the things he is expecting. A member is expecting from the club or the organization. These are the things. By doing this, he is getting a reputation and respect from the community. He needs to support the local people also. Now let us see what a Lion member expects apart from this. Irregular board meetings. A board meeting in every club's board meeting should be an active club meeting, a board meeting. In the board, if a club conducts a board meeting in a proper way with regular discussions in all the subjects transparently, that club will be healthy till it lasts. Regular board meetings are the base for the club. We have to discuss all the club matters openly in the regular board meetings. Then regular brainstorming needed. We have seen in the last session, Deepak Bhattacharya told about the brainstorming sessions. If we can recollect that, you can see that what are all the points he has done to retain the membership. Need of the hour will be professional business forums like BNI, humor clubs, etc. Yes, people, we do expect business. Even we have come out with a Lion business forum. Now it is going strong in all the districts. We do need businesses also. a fair business we are expecting from the members, and the members also are expecting something from the organization. We are not expecting from the organization, the friend, the co-friend, a co-member needs an expectation. He needs some business for his development. We need good and strong community building among ELLI, Emerging Line Leadership Institute, Regional Line Leadership Institute, Advanced Line Leadership Institute, then again Faculty Development Institute with LCIP in between the lines on the leadership. Lines, organization gives a lot of opportunity for the development of the leaders. We have to utilize it. We have to prove our strength. We have to prove ourselves to go into anywhere, into all these subjects. Almost this is a basic for a good leader to come across, to go for an ALLI, an RLLI, and LCAP. This gives a lot of boost to the member, not only to the member, to the district, to the club. If a LCIP member, an LCIP or an ALI graduate is on our club, that is an added advantage. That is a prestige to the club. That is a prestige. If an LCIP is in the district, means it is a prestige to this district. We have got some important leaders in this district, giving importance to sustainability, growth, and services. These are the expectations. Now let us see how to resolve. Be transparent. We have to, whether he is a big line or a small line, or an experienced line or a junior line, that is not the problem. We should be transparent. It is in the club activities, because the club is public, open to all. This is not a personal property or a proprietorship. Any club is not a proprietorship club. This is a public limited company. We have to know, everyone should know what is happening in the club. Then only his involvement be there. He will feel, he will have a sense of belonging to the club. Open in your communication. Whenever we are going to resolve the problem, is we have to openly communicate, openly tell the truths, facts, what is happening, why it has happened. We should not hide anything to the member who is dissatisfied. That hiding the truth or hiding a small problem will lead to a big problem that we do everywhere. We feel that that person is no need to know that particular cause. Everyone has the right to know the cause. We have to open in the communication. If that the communication is explained in a proper way, this dissatisfaction will be resolved. Be patient and understanding. That means that we should not go with the reply for the dissatisfaction. We should respond for the dissatisfied line. The response will make you great. By only responding, we can get many such stories out from the dissatisfied lines. Don't take it personally. We are, as a leader, we should not take anything personally. We are for a common cause. We are for the workout, for the betterment of the linistic organization. So we should be open-minded, and we should be prepared to give something and take out from him. We should not be rigid or anything like that. I am a senior member, I am a leader. Just be patient and come down to that personality. Then only we can identify the dissatisfied person, and we can solve all problems. How to resolve? Listen to the members' concern. As an experienced lion, what the dissatisfied lion thinks may be a big problem for him. Out of our experience, that might be looking a small problem for us, that is not understood by the lion who is dissatisfied. By listening to him, we can give a good solution, a proper solution to him, which will make him lighter. Oh, for this I have done so much things. He will come in a lighter vein. That may be come out, that should come, he should come out with his own dissatisfied reasons, and we can pacify him. Be respectful and empathetic. Everyone expects a respect, whether a senior member or a new member. Respect is the main thing to break the ego. If we start respecting the people, the ego will be broken at any point of time. That respect gives us a The moral responsibility for the person who is dissatisfied. See, after getting so much respect, we should not go against this club, or we should not be dissatisfied. We should go with this club. So a lot of respect I'm getting. The thing is, he is being recognized. Rather than respectful, he is being recognized as a man, as a true man. Then he feels that he is also one among the leaders, or he is also one of the finest person in the club. He can also provide something to the club, and we should approach in an empathetic way. Take his concern as our concern. Work together to find a solution. We should work with him to find a solution. Just not giving advices. You do that. You do this. That is not expected from all of us. We have to work out with them and find the solutions. We have to travel with him for quite some time to make him comfortable. Only then we can bring him out from the dissatisfaction, and he will start feeling the sense of belonging to the club. Then that is what I told in the beginning. That is coaching and delegation. Follow up with the member. Whether what we have told, he has taken it seriously, he has come out with that, whether he is following that, whether he is comfortable with what we have told. That follow-ups make him come out of the dissatisfaction, and he will start providing many solutions and many things, ideas to the club, and he will be a pillar to the club in the future. How to resolve? By following the above tips, you can increase your chances of success. I don't want to say even the following above tips. By following points, subject, following discussion, we can increase your chances of successfully dealing with the dissatisfied line member. I hope you all would agree with this. With above, I think I have covered all the points for the dissatisfaction. If you have anything more, not questions, if you have anything, the reasons, we can, the resolving techniques, if you come out with the resolving techniques, we can go ahead, which will be helpful to others also. You can come out in the chat box, or you can raise your virtual hand.
Thank you, Sashi. That was a very, very exhaustive, detailed session. I think you gave us lots of insights into understanding the causes of dissatisfaction, and also you have suggested lots of different solutions to handle them. Before I invite some of you to ask your questions or give your comments, I'd like to say one or two things from my side. One, I get lots of opportunities in my district to induct new members. Whenever I induct new members, I make it a point to tell the new members that they should not have any very huge, unrealizable expectations. They should not expect to change the world. Lionism is not a miracle maker. So they can expect leadership opportunities. They can expect the satisfaction of serving others. They can expect friendships, but they should not expect that this land is a different world. So it's not a heaven here. So this is the same world outside, the same jealousies, the same enmities, the same rivalries, the same problems that are there outside are here also. This is a small microcosm. And that's why their expectations should be low. This is what I tell them. The second thing, I am reminded of an incident that happened to me about a decade ago. There was one past cabinet secretary in our district, and he, because of some ego issues in his home club, he submitted his resignation. And he was insisting that he should, the resignation should be accepted. So I wrote him a letter. I just asked him one question. Are you unhappy with the people around you, or are you unhappy with the ideals of our association? If you find something wrong with the philosophy of Lionism, if you find something wrong with the very idea of what Lions do, maybe leave. Of course, you have freedom to do that. But if you think that you have some problem with the people around you, perhaps you have to negotiate that, you have to handle that. The same kind of problems that are there outside, in the family, in the temple, in a factory, in a business, are here too. So he withdrew his resignation. So I was very successful in convincing him to continue in Lionism. Now I invite people to ask questions. The first question comes from Deepak Trivedi. Please unmute yourself, Deepak ji. Please be short and straight. Ask your question.
Hear me?
Yeah, Deepak ji.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Shashi ji, first of all, let me congratulate you for taking.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Dissatisfied Lion is an important organization. He loves the organization. That's why he shows his dissatisfaction. Is indifferent to the organization. He will not even show his dissatisfaction. But when a person shows his or her dissatisfaction, that interested in being with the organization, do something for the organization, that we should take it very positively and try to find out the areas of interest are. I remember when Dr. International President, he told in his, when he joined Lions, so in his club, ties and very formal. So one day he reached little late and he was in the same dress. President was very angry and he scolded him. So, but then there were some other people. This guy is very important and he will really be an asset to the. They prompted him and put him right away in the service activities. History that he became the international president. So, right, the people who are unsatisfied in the way give their contribution to the organization.
Deepak ji, your voice is breaking a little,
Breaking.
and then the other Sashi, do you want to say something about something?
No, I was not. I couldn't hear him properly.
Yeah, it
Sorry.
was not audible clearly.
The
But
voice
what
was
he
breaking.
tried to say is that dissatisfaction sometimes gives us a good signal to handle things, and then in case people are dissatisfied, I think there is something to learn from there. Maybe we have to mend ourselves, we have to address some issue. I think Deepak ji made a very good point there. Thank you very much, Deepak ji.
Even a true lion will be dissatisfied at times.
Yeah. Yes, possible. The rest of you, I'll give opportunity to every one of you, but please be very brief. Ask the question straight without explaining the question, straight to the question. The next question is from nagaRAJU Bahadur.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I should appreciate.
Please, the question, please.
You are in Cairo, I know, and you are.
I'll come back.
You have come back. Okay, very good. The very simple thing is assign responsibilities, delegate. Once you recruit a new member, give them some responsibilities in the club meetings. See, I have inducted more than 25 members in my club, and not a single one has left till date.
Great.
And the simple formula is give them the responsibilities, delegate. Delegation is the first and foremost thing. And once they get involved into the club meetings and club activities, they will remain forever in the club. That's it, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, nagaRAJU. Thank you very much for that suggestion. So the proper indoctrination, proper involvement will naturally lead to less
There's a
dissatisfaction.
proper
or no
delegation
dissatisfaction.
also.
Jagdish, please. Question, please.
Sir, good evening.
Yeah.
Hindi chalta hai? Hindi? Can I ask in Hindi?
चलेगा.
Yeah. सर ये बहुत ही बढ़िया सेशन था। मेरा एक ही सवाल है जो मैं बहुत दिन से फेस कर रहा हूँ मेरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में। हम लोग बहुत सारे वजह से कोई इश्यूज की वजह से लोग परेशान हो जाते हैं और लायनिज्म छोड़ जाते हैं। तो वो छोड़ते हैं जब, तो वो दे मेक ए कंप्लेंट टू इंटरनेशनल बट सो एंड सो रीजन वी आर लिविंग दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। कोई बंदा 50 साल का होता है, कोई बंदा 45 years का लाइन मेंबर होता है। आई एम शेयरिंग माय ओन एक्सपीरियंस एंड फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम्स इन माय
Do you have a question, Jagdish ji?
the question is when we make a complaint to international that so and so fellow is not behaving properly, not paying his dues, and we are dropping him, he has been added to some other clubs. And when we request them that don't add him because he is spoiling others also. So why international is not taking any cognizance of these things? That I want to know. I have written several mails to AP Singh, to international president, to membership department. कोई कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. Why?
This is not a question related to today's topic, Jagdish.
Nagaraj, I can help you if you want.
Yeah,
Nagaraj, I can help you if you want.
Yeah, please do. Please say.
Surya
Please
ji,
respond.
PID is here.
आपने जबरदस्त क्वेश्चन पूछा, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. हम लोग आप सब जो आपने बोला हम सब लोग मानते हैं, लेकिन ये एक चीज है, अभी अगर आपको अल्फाबेट पहले नाम बाद में, नाम पहले अल्फाबेट बाद में डालेंगे तो सिस्टम वो रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं करता है, तो वापस उसको लाइन मेंबर बना सकते हैं. लेकिन एक बार जो भी लाइन मेंबरशिप ड्यूज ना भरने के लिए ड्रॉप किया हो, उसी क्रेडेंशियल से वापस लाइन नहीं बन सकता है. आगे पीछे करके बन जाते हैं, वो आपके डिस्ट्रिक्ट लीडरशिप और लोकल लीडरशिप पे निर्भर होता है उनको रोकने के लिए. इंटरनेशनल नहीं रोक सकता उनको. समझ गए आप? इंटरनेशनल डजंट टेक इट. उनको इंटरनेशनल डजंट एक्सेप्ट पीपल. First of all, let me tell you, only 17% of the members dropped worldwide or dropped for non-payment of dues. Other 83% are dropped for other reasons. Yes, 17% who are dropped, international will not accept with the same credentials. It is the local leadership which has to stop people from trying to join by changing their name, their address, their phone number. It's a international, the software cannot stop this. It पूरा ये निर्भर local leadership के होता है, आपके district leadership पे होगा.
Thank you, Vamsidhar ji, for clarifying that and then also helping us understand how the international software works. And the next question from Shekhar Kowali ji. Please unmute yourself. Please ask the question.
Hello. My question, yes, is to Sasikumar. Do you agree one thing that if the leadership is failure, everything will fail?
Of course.
And it is observing. We all are observing these things. And it is not only in the club level, on district level also. When the leadership is failure, then all the presentation, today's presentation, that I feel it was for the leadership only.
Sashi, do you like to answer that question?
No, sir, voice is breaking. I couldn't handle.
The question is, if the leadership is a failure, the whole system crumbles. So the major responsibility for the dissatisfaction of the members lies with the leaders.
No, it is vice versa, sir. I don't blame on the leaders alone. I don't blame on the leaders alone. The members don't understand. They don't want to understand. They're not trying to understand the leaders. They don't want to understand the organization also. They don't want to understand the principles of the organization also. Just like that, even joining in a day or two, they tell that they know everything. They speak about the constitution within a day or two. How can we satisfy them? Because with the haphazard people, they are dissatisfied at any time. We have to teach them. Leaders will take time. We have to identify the dissatisfied lines also. They are getting some other reasons for the dissatisfaction. I don't agree with that. It is vice versa, both.
Thank you, Sashi. The next question comes from Dr. Prakash Rao.
Yeah, good evening, friends, and congratulations, Sasikumar ji. You have covered almost all the tips because I know since last 30 years I've been in the linism. You covered all the facts.
But do you have a question?
How to resolve it?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How to resolve it? That is the question. Because every time we are discussing, so some of the tips we can do it. But altogether, what I can say is, if you treat the club as a family, because in the family also we will get so many dissatisfactions, so many things, but family will remain like that. If make the club as a family, because what I am doing in my club, the similar way, the 70 plus members are there. So we can keep like that. Any problems, what you have covered in the tips you have given, everything that addressed to the club and as well as the family. And normally nowadays, the inductions are not taking properly before the meeting or before taking them. But we club had to take that numbers into members. We had to convert the numbers into members by the sponsor or club leaders. This is of my opinion. It's not the question.
Yeah. Thank you. These are some suggestions treating the members like members of family. Thank you very much. Next question comes from nagaRAJU. nagaRAJU.
Thank you. Thanks to Sasikumar because he has covered major things. My few observations, that's all. There are some leaders at the district level and multiple level, with virtue of their position that they have held in the past, they try to take personal rights over the district or the multiple and indulge in nepotism, vindictive behavior. I am touching a very critical point, and which leaves many senior lions also dissatisfied. It is happening in every district. PID line Vamsidhar Babu knows he is from my multiple. He knows it very well. And unless the leaders change their attitude, change their behavior, senior leaders, so-called senior leaders, if they don't change their behavior, it leaves many lions dissatisfied. Then Vamsidhar Babu, can you please throw some light on this? How you can help to stop this?
Srinivas, I know what you're jumping at. But I think, again, I would come back to the same subject where the district leadership needs to take onus. They need to stand up to what they think is right or wrong. It could be ID or PID like me. It doesn't matter. As long as the district leadership can stand up to what they think is right or wrong, whatever things you are talking of can be stopped. The onus lies on the district leadership.
Thank you very much. Ragini Chandel has a question. Ragini, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, yes, sir. Are you listening me?
Yeah, yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to know why we want to increase the members. We have the option that we have to retain the members. Because it's very difficult thing. We have to retain the members. It's very difficult thing. I can say in Hindi कि हम सबको छोड़े मतलब लेके आए क्यों? हम पहले तो अपने आप को रखें. हमारी जो family है, we have to keep them with ourselves.
Ragini's point is retention is more important than growth.
Sir, my question is always from my membership that we have to retain the member. They have to feel like it's our family.
Right.
So they cannot leave.
Yeah.
We have to add the members another thing, but we have to retain the member.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Len Mallikarjun Sanne, do you have a question?
nagaRAJU, we should answer a question. Why are you bypassing her question?
There's no, I don't think it's a question. She says that retention.
No, it's absolutely fine what she said. Line Ragini says retention is more important. Yes, we do understand retention is more important. For retention, we need to concentrate on member engagement and member satisfaction. I will answer her question why we need more members. In my address, I said, last year we served 550 million people. By 2027, when you're talking of mission 1.5, we are targeting 1 billion. Ragini Madam ji, आगे आप ज्यादा लोगों को सर्व करना है तो लोग ज्यादा चाहिए, ज्यादा हाथ चाहिए अपने साथ. मैं मानता हूं आपकी बात. We need to retain people who are with us. उसके साथ नए लोगों को भी लाना, नए जोश को लाना, नए ब्लड को लाना भी बहुत जरूरी है हमारे लिए.
Thank you, Vamsidhar ji. We'll take the last 4 questions. 4 hands are risen there, and then it's already 10:11 now. The next question is from Mallikarjun ji.
Respected.
Please ask the question, please. Question, please.
Sir, it is a suggestion from my side, sir.
Yeah,
today's topic is very important in our interest to increase the membership to 1.5 million. So what I feel is, when we are inviting a member to join in Lionism, it is our duty to retain him also. So to retain him, we have to know what are the reasons with which he is leaving our organization. Is it his financial difficulty, or any other reason. Is he getting a transfer from one place to another also? To overcome this problem or to resolve this problem, what I suggest is at a district level, one global retention committee is to be formed, sir, with members like a GMT coordinator, RC and ZC. Every month, they should take out a list of members dropped in that month and try to contact them and try to know the root cause of the problem for leaving the organization. Because one member retained is one member is gained. It is my view, sir. So
thank you very much.
Sir.
Thank you. I think the suggestion is that we should go into the deep, some kind of an analysis of the reasons for people's dissatisfaction or people leaving. Sashi, would you like to say something, or PID Vamsidhar Babu?
No, I think what he said is absolutely right. One member saved is actually 2 member addition, not 1, because we lose as many members as we bring in every year. But to retain members, again, I come back to the 2 words, member engagement, member satisfaction, are the only 2 mantras we have, nothing else.
Yeah, the next question comes from Surya PB. Surya, you can unmute yourself. Please ask the question straight. Surya, you can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Vanakkam, Sashi sir. I am Lion Surya PB from Mirpet, T20C. All the leaders who have spoken are very, very senior to me. But what I feel that we should make that the new member is given importance. Like we should give an opportunity for him to come forward and speak like flag salutation, code of ethics in front of everyone. And he should be given any topic of the day to be discussed so that he can express his thoughts. So this is a way where this is one of the way to have to stop the retention of the new members.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You have to give challenging tasks.
Yeah.
No, Lion Surya, member engagement doesn't mean calling somebody to do a flag salutation or carry a banner. It means giving them an opportunity to get involved in service projects from the time of inception. Give them leadership opportunities. That will only retain members. Making them carry a club banner, making them come and there, no, that will not help. Member engagement, we are very, very clear. Give them leadership opportunities. Give them a chance to prove their mettle. That's very, very important.
We have to delegate.
Thank you very much. The last question is again from Jagdish ji. Jagdish ji, do you have another question?
I have a question for Babu sir. Sir, if the same credentials are added into other clubs, what action can be taken? And who will take it?
I again repeat, if not 99% as per my knowledge goes, if there is absolutely, see, even a comma can make a difference as far as the software is concerned. It's a machine driven, it's a software driven process. So unless you have the same comma, same full stop, then only the machine can detect. Otherwise, the software and machine will not detect. Again, I'm coming back. If the district leadership puts its foot down, the Indian leadership and LCA leadership will stand by them. As long as the district leadership decides to compromise, LCI, nor the Indian leadership, not any one of us, including international president, can do anything about it. If the first and the basic onus lies on the district leadership.
Thank you very much, all of you. There are a few other hands risen, but I'm sorry, it's already time and we cannot take any more questions. We are going ahead with the last part of the session, the vote of thanks. I invite Lasanta Pereira, the one who is going to make the next presentation, to please propose the vote of thanks. And also in the meanwhile, I'd like to tell you that these are the presentations that have already been made, and we are going on to the 8th presentation the next fortnight on November 9th. This is going to be on personal branding. Lasanta, please go ahead with your vote of thanks.
Thank you, nagaRAJU, for giving me the opportunity to propose the vote of thanks in this SkillUP 7th program. First, I must thank our immediate past international director, Vamsidhar Babu, for for his address, giving insights of the leadership development in the Lions Clubs International, and especially I heard about the e-waste campaign that he has talked about. Thank you very much, sir. And talking about today's keynote speaker, Lion Sasikumar, dealing with dissatisfied lions. Especially he talked about the why lions are dissatisfied and members' expectations and how to resolve those problems. In fact, everyone has their own thoughts on this topic, but Sasikumar gave the food for thought. So it is a very good forum that he made today. In fact, over 200 plus participants for today. I am very much thankful for all of you for the active engagement in this presentation, especially raising questions and coming up with all the questions and answers on the chat box. Thank you, Diane, Sasikumar, for your wonderful presentation, and this is very, very informative. And finally, as nagaRAJU said, our 8th SkillUP is coming on 9th November. That's on personal branding. Lions is our brand, and it's our duty to uplift our brand and also be having a personal brand as a lion. So that we'll meet again on 9th November. Over to you, nagaRAJU.
Thank you so much, Lasanta. Thank you.